Hello guys, to part 3 of the tutorial. We will today look at the records button, which is just here, and I started the app already. And if you press it and nothing has happened before, the recording starts. If we press it again, the recording stops, of course. And as well, if we have the recording ongoing and then we pull one of those buttons here, it stops as well. So and as well, I think you can also stop the recording, but this will be next part. This is another method then. So I will show you how it works with the method from the button, from the button. Where do we have it? Here. The record button said on click listener start recording or on record, and I will show you what it means start recording or on record, and how the functionality is in basic. So if you write a code in your own app, you know what to do, what to change if you want to adapt it in some way. So we can just follow with control left click the start recording on record method. And now we see here the record button has been pressed, and the first thing this thing asks here is if the method shall now trigger on record or on, not on record, or create a file from new, because on record means when the audio has been started before and or is ongoing, and not the basic mode. When I restart the app, for example, you can see afterwards that not the on record will be called, but instead will be called the start recording and create audio file. Because before, I can show you here in the log, we have here some log message, and if we press this button, the log message will show. It will show here, right at the bottom. And now the recording has started. Because of course, when you start the recording, you have to create as well an audio file. And this is what happened here. Start recording and create audio file. And there's some if clause before, because you have to also ask for the permission of the microphone, which is happening here. And there's also some specific case if the user denies the permission 2 times. For example, I can show you here when I uninstall the app. Where is it? I think it's this one. How can we uninstall the app? I am not sure right now. I thought it would be like this. App info probably, and then we go uninstall. Yes, there it is. So I will show you just so you understand what this part of the code is doing. So now we install it again on the smartphone, on the mobile. It has worked. Look at this. There's some other page now. Because yeah, good. We can just put in some random account I chose for this, which is La Bomba. We log in, and then you will see the page which wasn't the normal page. And there's also this one-time message I showed you in the last episode in the on create, which is here, up here, yeah. The tutorial start preference, the first time opening message is this one. And it only is one time when you install the app, and then never again. So where have we been? We have been here in this method. And now it was about the microphone permission. Now you get asked, is a fine using? No, I deny. And now I deny again. And now it is just, okay, permission is required. You have to go to setting or not. Because Android would now to prevent the user annoying with repetitive permission request, it would not work again. That's why you would need to, like if the user denied twice, you would need to show this instruction dialog, because otherwise they would not work. So this is why this code is existing. And as well, you have to also ask for notification, but the notification is given. And now null notification. You see, it's given by default. And permissions, we can now put the microphone permission allow only while using the app, and now it should work. It's still in the app. Okay, now it should work. As you can see, we have the microphone permission thanks to this part of the code. And yeah, the notifications are given. If not, this dialog is shown. Show notification setting dialog is this one. Okay, now we go on to the actual part where it's decided whether this part is start recording and create audio file, or if it has been done before as well, then you just on record. So as you can see here in the documentation as well, here it creates the pending audio file, and if it has already started, the AK recording in service class is just started or paused, then it's just an on record method, and they are distinctive between each other, and I will show you. Of course, here, as you can see, the foreground is also put, the recording service is also put in the foreground when the recording has been started, and only when the recording is deleted, then the foreground is gone again, or when the activity is yes, it's fine, we go, and then the foreground should be gone as well. Yeah, as you can see this. And I think if the activity is destroyed, has it been destroyed? I'm not sure. If the activity is destroyed, then the service is as well destroyed, just as the activity. So, but now we will look at the start recording and create audio file method, which is like looking like this. It's pretty long, but yes, basically easy to understand. In the beginning, we add a media item that other apps don't see because it's a pending media file. This is done by this, and then not sure what this means, but it's just here. Don't delete it, maybe. And here is the date. We need the date for the recording file, because when we, for example, have the case that we want to upload the file, and then we say no. If we have the case we wanted to upload a file and we have the recording finished, but now we like just exit here because the audio has been finished. The audio is there, but it's still in pending mode, I think. And now if we go out of the activity, it asks us, do you want to keep the recorded audio on your phone? And we say save. In this situation, then I can show you it should be in the file, and it looked like this. It looked like a recording with the dates, and this is just the name I put in here. This is just the name here, so that's why I put I need the date here in this specific situation. And yeah, here's also the audio file put the state is pending. Is pending means that the audio file is not accessible in the storage until the pending state is set to 0 again. And this is also what happens in this method I just showed you with the discard or save. In this method, the pending state is pulled from 1 to 0, and then afterwards the media file or the audio file is accessible in the system, and then you can keep it as well. And otherwise, if it would still be in pending mode, you wouldn't even find it. So this is really important to understand, like the basic principle of that. And here, yeah, that's basically why the data in the pending audio file. Here's the recorder and a new media recorder. As you know, we are now in the recording service. Yeah, those methods both here: recording service dot start recording create audio file, and recording service dot on record. So it means we are in the service, and we go back here. The recorder is started, and this is just basic recorder starting, configuration, preparing, and then it's starting, and then yeah, this is just normal basic stuff here. And yeah, afterwards we start also the countdown timer, and this is the method for the countdown timer, as you can see here. Yeah, it's a pretty straightforward actually. ChatGPT helped with this, as you can see, and yeah, it just worked this for me. And as you know, in the app it works perfectly. So yeah, there's no problem with that. If you want to know how it works, especially how it works in detail, I can also explain, but you can ask ChatGPT as well. It explains all this to you in seconds. So now there's also this unfinished method, by the way, after on tick, but the timer never finished because it's backwards. Basically, it goes into infinity. And normally, some of those on tick timers or here countdown timer would be like counting down from 10 minutes to 0 or something, and that's why there's on finish, but it never finish. Yeah, and then the countdown timer, after it has been set up, it starts, of course, and the booleans will be adjusted here. Some booleans which are important for the functionality of the application. And as well, if the recording state is null for some reason, you have to, of course, it's not null. No. My bad. My bad. The recording state change list is not null. It should be like this because in the publish activity we set it to like active, and then if it's not null, on recording started is will be called, and this is one method inside this interface, and on recording started is just basically a void. You can see here, and I'm not sure how it works right now, but on recording started, I think it's accessed from here. Yes, it is. Yeah, and as you can see here, when the recording started, the background of this button is changed, and only we need this interface between the recording service here and the publish, because the interface there is something like a transportation canal, which like gives information from the recording service to the UI element in the publish. So it is very important to understand here. So what do we have here? Capturing current system time, blah blah blah, and yeah, that's basically the start recording and create audio file method. And yeah, if it has already started, we can say on record, or if here we are back in the start recording on record, which is basically pressing this button. And if the button has been pressed before, which means either the recording is online or the recording is paused, like in this state. In both of those cases, on record is called, and I have to look at the time all the time because we have only 2 minutes left. And on record basically is just here asking, shall I do resume recording or shall I do pause recording? And this is made over this boolean. That's why those booleans are very important to understand. And yeah, resume a recording and pause recording are just down here. Pause recording, resume recording. And yeah, pause recording is very straightforward. If you pull this interface method, and I show you what happened in the publish. On recording pause, of course, the play button is put to like the play, like if it's paused now it looks like this. So this is made here. And yeah, if the countdown timer is not null, then you should cancel it. And this is pause recording, and just the opposite is done through the resume recordings. Basically, it's just the opposite. And yeah, so yeah, that's the part for today. I hope you understood well, and I hope you've seen all the problems. You've seen all the connections between publish tutorial and recording service. I hope to show you in an instructive way. You can also understand Gude. Yes, but if there's a question, please comment me, and I'm happy to answer everything. And see you in the next part, in part 4 of the video.